Professor Dr. Robert Schiedner, who appears to be a yogi and born in India in his previous birth, who talks about consciousness and mantra. Professor Rao, distinguished teachers, learned scholars, researchers, Vaidyas, colleagues. This small trial is an observational but prospective study. It was designed by us to observe whether a comprehensive Ayurvedic treatment regimen can be effective in treatment of HIV and AIDS. Can it decrease the viral load? Can it increase the CD4 count and or improve well-being? We named this regimen as Vishnu Tirth regimen. We tried to find out those diseases mentioned in the Ayurvedic text which had clinical features matching to or analogous to clinical features of HIV and AIDS. We examined Ayurvedic texts, especially the Charak Samhita, and after deliberation we agreed upon that the diseases which have quite a many similarities with clinical features of AIDS are Shat Kshin, Shat Kshin, Dhatuksha Jan Raj Yakshma, Kshayaj Atisar. Whenever diarrhea was there, we took it as Kshayaj Atisar, and fever of various types. Fever of various types. We know that myriads of opportunistic infections occur in HIV and AIDS. For example, tuberculosis, which is very, very common in India, Candida, herpes simplex, herpes zoster, cryptococcal meningitis, toxoplasmosis, histoplasmosis, to name only a few. So fever of various types means if we give a medicine which treats fever of various types, suppose it treats Vataj, Pittaj, Kafaj, Sanipataj, so on and so forth, then that medicine can be very useful in treating HIV and AIDS, especially the opportunistic infection part. If that medicine is also effective in combating HIV virus, that's even better. So these are the similarities between Kshat Kshin and AIDS, where we see Strishu cha ati prasaktasva means sexual intercourse as the etiological factor, pleural pain, emaciation, fever, diarrhea, cough and hemoptysis. And anyone who treats HIV and AIDS knows this thing, that these things are very common in HIV and AIDS. Similarly, what are the similarities between Dhatuksha Janya Rajyakshma and HIV and AIDS? So here we see these are the similarities. So these similarities are sexual intercourse again as a mode of transmission, fever, cough, headache, dyspnea, diarrhea, pleural pain, and low volume voice. These are also clinical features of full-blown AIDS. So, treatment plan. We made sure that the patient is not receiving any allopathic antiretroviral treatment or any antiviral treatment. We gave Vishnu Tirth regimen to all the patients. We gave prophylaxis as per guidelines. Most of the patients were given cotrimoxazole DS twice a day, 2 tablets, and fluconazole 1 tablet once a week. Treatment of opportunistic infections with antibiotics, antifungal, ATT were given as and when required, and symptomatic allopathic treatment was done, SOS. So what are the components of Vishnu Tirth regimen? The first component is Darvyadi Kwath, next is Laghu Panchamul Sheer Pak, third is a herbo-mineral combination taken from a classic textbook which is Chikitsa Darsh, written by Sri Rajeshwar Dutt Shastri of Varanasi. Chikitsa Darsh is a wonderful book. So this, the herbo-mineral combination was taken from there, was a little bit modified by us, and if Amal ki powder was also given to all of them, and if diarrhea was there, Pathadi Churn was also given. So Darvyadi Kwath was taken from Bhaishya Ratnavali, Jwar Prakarana, and these are the components of Bhaishya Ratnavali. Here Arushkaram is Bhallatak. So we did not take Bhallatak initially, but now we are using Bhallatak also, and we find it is acceptable, but at that time we were very scary of using Bhallatak. So just see the indications of Darvyadi Kwath. Vatik, Patik, Shlashmik, Sannipatik, Dondaj, Visham, continuous fever, Antarvek Jwar, Bahirvek Jwar, fever which is dissolved in dhatus, emaciation, diarrhea, cough, dyspnea, hepatosplenomegaly. So it covers, it is such a broad spectrum medicine that we cannot afford to miss it in HIV and AIDS. So the dose was the standard dose, 20 gram of Yevkut mixture in the standard way, allowed to cool, and honey was added, taken twice a day. Laghu Panchmul Shirpak, this was taken from Charak Samhita, and we all know that Kasat, Shwasat, Chirashulat, Parshushulat, Chirajjurat, cough, dyspnea, headache, chronic fever, these are covered by Laghu Panchmul Shirpak. The formula is the same, 20 grams, 160 ml milk, 640 ml water. And when milk remains, we boil it. When milk remains, it's taken twice a day. This is a herbo-mineral combination taken from the classic textbook Chikitsa Darsh. And so Chandramrit, Abhrak, Praval, Shring, Godanti, 64 Prahri Pipli, Mukta Shukti Pishti, Giloy Sattva and Sitopaladi Churn. This is the combination. And Amalki powder was given, all of them. Record keeping, the total number of patients were 38. A comprehensive pro forma was made and very detailed examination was done in every follow-up also. We planned CD4 count at 0, 3, 6 months. We planned viral load pre-treatment and then 6 monthly, but most patients could not afford it. Most patients, so it was not a very good follow-up. So the observations, total number of patients 38, age ranged from 4 to 48, male female 2.5 to 1. So this is the outcome, where out of 38 patients we see a huge number of patients who were lost to follow-up. 13 patients lost to follow-up. See, the duration of the study was 3 years. So this is a large number of follow-up is a big limitation of our study. Many of these patients we know got diverted to the free ART centers, which were becoming increasingly available, efficient and popular. They were also doing CD4 count free of cost. We were also ethically bound to give them this option of going to free ART center time and again. Out of the remaining 4 expired, 1 became worse after improvement, 2 were irregular in treatment yet were okay, and 18 were doing well at the end of the study. So did Vishnu Tirth regimen decrease the viral load? Let's see. See, here we are seeing the decrease in viral load. Here we are seeing again decrease in viral load. Here we are seeing from 15,000 it is dropping down to 7,500. Again we are seeing that at the end of 7 months it is dropping from 1,30,600 to 0. Again at the 21 months we are seeing it's dropping from 3,040 to 0. Again it's dropping from 3,31,015 to 18,000. So we are seeing a consistent fall in the viral load. But regarding CD4 count, in the initial 90 days and 270 days, we did not see any increase in the CD4 count. But at the end of 15 months, we saw increase in the CD4 count in almost all the patients. So let's see whether clinical improvement occurred or not. Just see the photographs, have a look, because I am very fast. Have a look. So these are the photographs of the patients. बस हो गया, it's finished. Here is a herpes simplex ulcer. We did not give any antiviral and the ulcer got healed. Feeling of well-being was seen as early as first week. There were no obvious side effects, no immune reconstitution syndrome. Limitation was a small sample size and large number of patients lost to follow-up. What needs to be done? Of course, further studies are needed. So conclude, Vishnu Tirth regimen has got antiretroviral properties. Further research and studies are needed. This is my email ID. Anyone who wants to talk to me, wants to know more, can mail me. My phone number is also there. Thanks a lot. Any questions if are there, I will be happy to take them.
Thank you, Dr. Varesh Nagrath.